This is Paul Goodwin, and welcome to The Laws of Time. Each team electronically plays a 7-game series versus their opponent. We pick one game per round and manually play that game. That is the game you will hear. The winner of this game won the 7-game series. All teams invited since 1871. Over 3,000 teams, over 20,000 games. Today we have the New York Giants from 1938, and they're going up against the Atlanta Braves from 1997. First for the Giants, number 423 overall. Batters ranked in the top 17%, pitchers in the top 26%, and the team is in the top 16, that's 16%. All time. For the Bravos, they are number 46 all time. And they're ranked in the top 25% batters. The pitchers in the top 1%. Top 18. They're the 18th best pitching staff of all time. The team is in the top 2%. How'd they get here? Well, the Giants, they knocked off top 3%. New York Yankees from 1932, they beat them 5-2 and outscored the Yanks 36-26. Then they knocked off the top 1% St. Louis Cardinals from 1985, 5-2, outscoring them 37-17. The Giants, though, they were 83-67. They finished third in the National League out of 8 teams back in 1938. For the Braves, they knocked off top 22% New York Yankees from 2001, beating them 4-2, outscoring them 42-23. Then they knocked off top 12% Dodgers from 1979, 4-2 also, outscoring them 37-19. We're at 755 Hank Aaron Drive, Turner Field in Atlanta, GA, the inaugural season of this field. 335 down the left field line, 401 to center, 330 to right. The umpires today: at third base, Jerry Lane; at second base, Jeff Nelson; first base, Mike Winters; and behind the dish, Ed Montague. It is 86 degrees and steamy, so between each pitch I'm going to have to wipe my brow, it seems like. This stadium, originally named Centennial Olympic Stadium for the 96 Olympics. The Braves plan on moving to a new stadium in 2017 called SunTrust Park. Apparently they can't control the surrounding areas. They want to build up restaurants, etc., and the city won't allow it, so they're going to move. What we do is we announce the batting average of the player, then his H5. H5 is home runs per 590 at-bats. Why 590, you might ask? Well, that could be any number. It could be 476. It could be 692. It could be any number. We chose 590 because that is the number of at-bats Roger Maris had when he broke Babe Ruth's all-time home run record back in 1961. After giving you the batting average in H5, we will give you the normalized numbers, which are the numbers the player would have in an average year, league, and stadium. Except for today with the Braves, it is so close, we're not going to do that. We'll do it for the Giants, but not for the Braves because they're almost identical. Now for the lineups for the visiting New York Giants from 1938. Leading off, playing shortstop, will be Dick Bartell. Batting second, first baseman Johnny McCarthy. Third baseman Mel Ott. Fourth, the catcher, Harry Danning. Fifth, center fielder, Hank Lieber. Sixth, the left fielder, JoJo Moore. Seventh, right fielder, Jimmy Ripple. Eighth, second baseman, Alex Campouris. And ninth, left-handed pitching, Cliff Melton. For the Bravos, leading off, center fielder, Kenny Lofton. Second, right fielder Michael Tucker. Third, shortstop Jeff Blauser. Fourth, catcher Javi Lopez. Fifth, third baseman Chipper Jones. Sixth, left fielder Ryan Klesko. Seventh, First base, the crime dog, Fred McGriff. 8th, second baseman Mark Lemke. And 9th, right-handed pitcher John Smoltz. John Smoltz takes the hill for the Braves. Batting average against an H5, 242 and 13. They had an on-base percentage against him of 290. He was 15 and 12, and strikeouts and base on balls per 9 innings, 8/2. ERA of 3.02, and that normalizes into 3.09, just to show you how close everything was. Smoltz is 30 years old. Stepping in for the Giants, right-handed batter Dick Bartell, 262 and 11, 248 and 13. He's 30 years old. Let's play some baseball. Here's the pitch to McCarthy. Ground ball to third. Jones to McGriff. On away. Now left-handed batting Johnny McCarthy. 270 and 10. Normalized 266 and 11. He's 28 years old. The Braves in the outfield are wearing their white uniforms, blue letters with red trim. It says Braves across the chest. And the Giants are in their gray uniforms with a blue New York across the chest. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to Smoltz. He flips over to first base, and 2 men are down. Here is Mel Ott, left-handed batter, 29-year-old third baseman. 310 and 40 normalized, 303 and 43. He is 29 years old. The pitch to Ott. There's a ground ball to short. Blauser in the hole, throws no way. Ott safe by a mile. Blauser had to go deep to his right, tried to make the play, scooped out by McGriff, and Ott is on board. There's the first hit of the afternoon, and the batter will be Harry Danning. Danning, right-handed batting catcher, 306 and 12, 290 and 13. He's 26 years old. Here's the pitch to Danning. There's a ground ball to third. Jones has it over to first, and the side is retired. The Giants strand 1, no score. We go to the bottom of the first. Cliff Melton takes the mound for New York, 6'5" string being from Transylvania County in North Carolina, the Blue Ridge Mountain area. 271 and 9, batting against normalized 265 and 8. ERA of 3.89, normalized 4.22. He's 14 and 14. Won 20 games last year for the Giants as a rookie. And 4/2. He's 26 years old. Facing former college basketball star Kenny Lofton. Left-handed batter. 333 and 6. 338 and 7. Always a threat to steal. Here's the pitch to Lofton. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, 1 away. Giants defense set up. Outfield from left to right. Moore, Lieber, and Ripple. The infield, Ott, Bartell, Campuris, and McCarthy. And Danning behind the dish. 26-year-old left-handed batter Michael Tucker steps in. The Michael Tucker Band. 283 and 17. And he's 26 years old. Here's the pitch to Tucker. Swung on. Fly ball center field. Lieber coming on. Makes the catch. 2 away. Here's Jeff Blauser. 31-year-old right-handed batting shortstop. 308 and 19. He's 31 years old. Here's the pitch to Blauser. The deep drive to center field. Lieber going back at the track. He makes the catch, hops up against the wall, and that is the end of the inning. 1, 2, 3. We go to the second. No score. The Braves outfield, Klesko, Lofton, and Tucker. Infield of Jones, Blauser, Lemke and McGriff, and Lopez behind the dish. Top of the second. Right-handed batting center fielder Hank Lieber steps in. 269 and 20. 255 and 24. He's 27 years old. And the pitch to Lieber. Line shot to Blauser. Shortstop, one away. Brings up JoJo Moore. Moore, left-handed batting left fielder, 302 and 13, 294 and 14. He's 29. Here's the pitch to Moore. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Two are down. Here's Jimmy Ripple. Ripple, 261 and 12, 255 and 13. He's 28. Right fielder. I just realized something. The Giants have Moore, Ripple. Too bad Jack Sanford's not playing. Melton delivers, swing and a miss, strike three. The side retires, 1-2-3. Tied at 0, we go to the bottom of the second. Here's Javi Lopez, right-handed batting catcher, 295 and 33. We have Lopez in our Hall of Fame. We rank him number 306 player overall, our 19th best catcher. Right there at the end, we allow 19. In 2003, he hit 43 home runs, surpassing Todd Hundley for the most home runs in a single season by a catcher. Hundley hit 41. Melton delivers to Lopez. There's a fly ball, center field. Lieber's going back for it, and he makes the catch. That's 3 center field outs in a row. Melton getting the ball up. So far he's getting away with it. That brings up switch-hitting Chipper Jones, batting from the right side. Jones is also in our Hall of Fame. He's the 156th best player and gets the last third base spot at number 19, coming in behind Beltre and Nettles. Beltre still climbing the ladder. Here's Chipper Jones. Here's the pitch to Jones. He pops it up to right field. Ripple coming over. And Ripple, believe it or not, makes the catch. 2 away. Ryan Klesko. Klesko, left-handed batting left fielder, 261 and 30. He's 26 years old. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Another 1-2-3 inning. We go to the third. No score. The number 8 hitter, Alex Campouris, second baseman, leads it off. Here in the third for New York, Campouris, a right-handed batter, 246 and 11, 233 and 13. He's 25. The pitch to Campouris. Chopping ball to shortstop. Blauser comes in from the grass area, throws him out, 1 away. Here's the pitcher, Cliff Melton. Bats around 150. The pitch from Smoltz. Ground ball to Blauser again. Flips to McGriff. 2 away in the top of the order. And Dick Bartell. 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Bartell. There's a ground ball. Jones has it at third. Throws over to McGriff. And the side's retired. 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the third. No score. Atlanta will send up the 7, 8, and 9 spots. Here's first baseman, left-handed batter Fred McGriff, the crime dog. Got the nickname from a popular TV advertisement at the time. 277 and 23. He's 33. And here's the pitch to the crime dogs. Check swing. Yes, got him. 1 away. The Limmer, they call him. Mark Lemke coming up. Lemke, second baseman, switch hitter, batting right-handed, 245 and 3. He's 31 years old. Melton rocks and throws. Fly ball, right field, Ripple. He's under it. 2 men are down. And now the pitcher, John Smoltz. Smoltz, very good hitting pitcher. Bats around 250, but not much power. Melton so far has 3 strikeouts, and everything else has been a flyout. And here's the pitch to Smoltz. There's a ground ball. What do you know? Third, Mel Ott's got it. He flips over to McCarthy. And the side's retired. 1-2-3 after 3. No score. And John Smoltz delivers to Johnny McCarthy. There's a high fly ball. Deep left center field. Klesko and Lofton going back. And Lofton makes the catch. And then leans relaxed against the 380 mark there in left center field, exhaling. Mel Ott. He's listed at 5'9", 170. He's much heavier than that. Known as Master Melvin. Born in 1909 in Gretna, Louisiana. Spent all 22 years with the New York Giants. He was told in December of 1941 that he would be the player manager. 5 days later, the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor. Led the National League in home runs 6 times, and he finished with 511 taters. Lifetime batting average 304. He is our number 33 ranked player of all time and our number 9th best right fielder. He steps in against Smoltz. Pitch to Ott. Ground ball second base. Lemke's got it over to first. 2 away. And that brings up Harry Danning. Here's the pitch to Danning. Swung on. Right field. Tucker going back. It's over his head and off the wall. It bounces back in. Away from Tucker. And Danning pulls into second base with a stand-up 2-out double. Hank Lieber stepping to the plate. Lieber grounded out in the second. Here's the pitch to Lieber. Ground ball to Lemke at second. Over to McGriff, and that ends the inning. No runs, a hit. 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 0-0. We're here in the bottom of the 4th for the Braves. They have yet to get a base runner. Melton has struck out 3. And the top of the order, here's Kenny Lofton. Here's the pitch to Lofton. Swung on, ground ball to third base. Ott's got it. Double clutches, throws to first. Safe! Kenny Lofton with amazing speed. There goes the no-hitter. Ott had to race to his left, cut off Dick Bartell, the shortstop, to make the play, and then awkwardly pivot to make the throw over to first base. Not in time to get one of the fastest runners in baseball today, Kenny Lofton. That brings up Michael Tucker, the Michael Tucker Band. Heard it in a love song. Pitch to Tucker, drive to center field, right at Lieber. He goes left and right, makes the play. 1 away for Jeff Blauser. 1 out, 1 on. Pitch to Blauser, shot to third. Ott's got it, spins around to second for 1, over to first, double play. 3 up and eventually 3 down. No score. We go to the 5th. John Smoltz on the mound for the Braves, facing the number 6 batter, left-handed and left fielder, JoJo Moore. He struck out. Here's the pitch to Moore. Base hit to right field. Tucker racing over to the line, makes the play, and Moore will hustle back into first base. No outs. 1 on for Jimmy Ripple. Moore at first, not much of a threat to steal. He is an excellent base runner. Ripple does not strike out much, but he does bounce into a lot of double plays. About a 15% chance of bouncing into a double play. So there may be something on here. Smoltz eyeing Moore at first. He's held on by McGriff. Here's the pitch to the right fielder, Ripple. He lines 1 into center field. It'll be in front of Lofton for a base hit. And the Giants have the first 2 runners on, first and second. Nobody down for Alex Kampouris, the number 8 hitter. Right-handed batting, Alex Kampouris going against the righty, John Smoltz. Kampouris, 246 of 11, normalized 233 and 13. Known as the first Greek to play Major League Baseball. No outs, 2 on. The pitch to the Greek, Mystique, call, strike 3. One away. Here's the pitcher, Cliff Melton. Definitely will be up there to sacrifice. Melton squares the bunt. It's a good one down the left field line. Here comes Jones, and he cannot make the play. Melton beats it out. That ball just died as if the grass were wet. And the Giants have the bases loaded here. For the leadoff hitter, Dick Bartell. Bartell, 0 for 2 today. He's grounded to third base twice. Here's the pitch to Bartell. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 men are down. Second strikeout of the inning for Smoltz. That'll bring up Johnny McCarthy. He's 0 for 2. Smoltz delivers. There's a ground ball to first base. Tripping and falling is McGriff, but he's got it. He flips to Smoltz. And the side is retired. No runs, 3 hits, no errors, 3 big runners left on. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Score is tied at zip. Number 4 batter, Javi Lopez, leads it off. He flied out in the second. Here's the pitch to Lopez. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Just to make sure, he's tagged out by Danning. 1 away, and here's Chipper Jones. Here's the pitch to 25-year-old Chipper Jones. Fly ball out to center field. Lieber racing over, and he'll make the catch. 2 men are down. Jones has flied out twice today, and Ryan Klesko, who struck out once in the second. Left-handed pitcher Melton delivers. Swung on and missed, strike 3 on the outside corner. 1-2-3 inning. We go to the 6th. No score. The number 3 batter, third baseman Mel Ott, will lead off the 6th inning. Here's the pitch from Smoltz. Swung on and missed, strike 3. 1 away. Harry Danning. 4 strikeouts for Smoltz. His counterpart Melton has 5. 1 out. No one on. Here's Harry Danning. Danning 1 for 2 with a double in the 4th. Smoltz looks into Lopez. He rocks and throws. There's a ground ball to shortstop. Blauser's got it over to McGriff. And 2 men are down. That brings up center fielder Hank Lieber. Lieber 0 for 2 today. He's grounded out twice. Here's the pitch to Lieber. There's a ground ball to Lemke. Second baseman throws to McGriff. And the side is retired. A 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. No score. Cliff Melton still on the hill for New York. He'll face the number 7 hitter, first baseman Fred McGriff, who struck out in the 3rd. Here's the pitch to McGriff. There's a ground ball to first base. McCarthy has it, and he flips to Melton, just getting McGriff 1 away. Nice play. Melton, like a tap dancer, had to put his foot on the bag and remove it rapidly as the hustling McGriff was puffing down the line. Mark Lemke. Here's the pitch to Lemke. Down the left field line, JoJo Moore giving chase, and he makes the catch. 2 away. Brings up John Smoltz. Here's the pitch to Smoltz. Base hit to center field. We said that Smoltz was a pretty good hitting pitcher, and he's got a 2-out single here in the bottom of the 6th. Top of the order, Kenny Lofton leads it off. Lofton 1 for 2 with a single. Here's the pitch to Lofton. Outside, ball 4. Runners on first and second now. 2 outs for Michael Tucker. He's flied out twice. Here's the pitch to Tucker. Fly ball center field. Lieber floating over towards left field. And he makes the catch. And that's all for the Braves in the 6th. No runs, a hit, no errors. 2 runners left on after 6 full. No score. Number 6 batter for New York, left fielder JoJo Moore steps in against John Smoltz, the right-handed pitcher. Braves outfield, left to right, Klesko, Lofton, and Tucker. Infield, Jones, Blauser, Lemke, and McGriff. And behind the dish is Lopez. Here's the pitch to JoJo, swung on to left field. Klesko running over to his left, makes the catch. One away. Right fielder Jimmy Ripple, 1 for 2 with a single. Ripple, 261 and 12, 255 and 13. Here's the pitch to Ripple, ground ball, second base. The Limmer has it over to first, and 2 men are down. That brings up second baseman Alex Campouris. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Campouris had an interesting day in Wrigley Field. As a visiting team, the Hellenic Society, we mentioned earlier that he was the first Greek to play Major League Baseball. Well, they gave him an award. They had a ceremony. They also gave him a car. Campouris proceeded to get 3 errors in 1 inning that day. But in 1937, he did have a 3 home run day versus the Reds. Here's the pitch to Campouris. High fastball, swung on and missed. A 1-2-3 inning, and it is stretch time. New York pitcher Cliff Melton, by all accounts, was a sweetheart of a guy. He was in the Yankee organization. When he came up for preseason, the media and the fans were all over him for his rather large ears. They dubbed him Mickey Mouse. Later on, he was playing in the minors in Baltimore, and they loved him because he could play the guitar. They dubbed him Mountain Music. 6'5" string bean. Begged Carl Hubble when he came to the Giants to teach him the screwball. And he did, and that ruined Melton's career, giving him a series of arm injuries. Even Carl Hubble later on in his life said, I don't think he ever taught the screwball to anyone again. Melton's famous for giving up some semi-famous home runs. He gave up Joe DiMaggio's first World Series home run. And he was the first Major League pitcher to give up back-to-back home runs to brothers. He gave that up to the Wainer brothers, Paul and Lloyd. Finished his career 86 and 80. Chipper Jones, number 1 overall pick in the 1990 draft by Atlanta. Atlanta coveted a youngster, Todd Van Poppel. Van Poppel told him, I'm not going to Atlanta. Do not draft me. So they didn't. They drafted Chipper Jones. Van Poppel's numbers for his career, 40 and 52, a 44% winning percentage, and a lifetime ERA of 5.58. Chipper Jones got his nickname because his father was a coach, and they said that Larry, Chipper Jones, was a chip off the old block. He's number 2 all-time for switch hitters and RBIs, and he is the only switch hitter with a lifetime batting average of 300, also with 400 home runs. We go to the bottom of the 7th. We're still tied at zip. The 3, 4, and 5 spots up for Atlanta. Blauser, Lopez, and Jones. Here's Jeff Blauser. Melton delivers. There's a shot, base hit, left field, and the leadoff batter is on the second time today for the Braves. Here's Javi Lopez, who's 0 for 2. Blauser, no threat to steal. He has decent speed, though. Lopez strikes out 18% of the time, so forget about the hit and run. Although this late might be worth a gamble. No outs, 1 on. Here's the pitch to Lopez. Ground ball shot to Bartell at short. Over to Campouris for 1 to McCarthy. Double play. 6-4-3, the old double play. Brings up Chipper Jones. He's flied out twice. Bartell made a nice stab with that ball. He had to go down to one knee to retrieve it, then flip to Campouris and then McCarthy for the double play. Here's Chipper. Here's the pitch from Melton. Inside, ball 4, and Jones goes down to first base with 2 outs. That brings up Ryan Klesko, who struck out twice today. Here's the pitch to Klesko, a high fly ball, medium deep right field ripple. Barely has to make a ripple as he makes the catch. And that's all for the Braves in the 7th. We go to the 8th. Still no score. Top of the 8th, here's the Giant pitcher, Cliff Melton. He singled in the 5th trying to sacrifice. No one on. Here's the pitch from Smoltz, swung on and missed, strike 3. One away, we go to the top of the order, and Dick Bartell, who is 0 for 3 today. Pitch to Bartell. Fly ball to left field. Klesko moving over. Makes the catch. And 2 men are down. That brings up Johnny McCarthy, the first baseman. He's 0 for 3. Here's the pitch from Smoltz. There's a ground ball to shortstop. Blauser to McGriff, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th, an 0-0 tie. Here's the number 7 hitter, Fred McGriff, 0 for 2. The pitch from Melton. Low, ball 4, a leadoff walk for Atlanta. And here's Mark Lemke. Lemke 0 for 2, 2 flyouts. Lemke being called back now, and they're going to send up right-handed batting Andrew Jones. Jones, 20 years old. His numbers are 231 and 27. McGriff at first, not much speed. No outs, 1 on. The pitch to Jones. Shot down the right field line. It'll be into the corner. McGriff rounding second, going to third. He's rounding third now, coming home. The throw from Ripple. Here's the relay to home. He's safe with the left-handed tag as Jones goes into second base with an RBI double, and Atlanta has scored the first run of the ball game here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Fans going wild now, trying to make it into round 9. The Atlanta Bravos from 1997 drawing first blood in the bottom of the 8th. Pinch hit double by 20-year-old Andrew Jones. And Atlanta figures it's time to get greedy. They're going to send up right-handed batting Tony Graffinino, pinch hitting for John Smoltz. Graffinino, 25 years old. His numbers are 258 and 25. Jones on second. Nobody down. Pitch from Melton. Shot back to the box. Off the mid of Melton. He picks it up. Looks back to second to make sure Jones isn't going anywhere. Then throws over to first base to make the out. 1 out. Jones on second. They go to the top of the order. And Kenny Lofton, who's 1 for 2. Here's the pitch to Lofton. Ground ball to third. Ott keeps it in front of him. Throws to first. And 2 men are down. Jones holding at second. Brings up Michael Tucker, who's 0 for 3 so far. Jones on second. Here's the 2-out pitch. Swung on. There's a deep drive to right center field. No one's going to get this one. It's off the wall. Jones will score easily. Tucker rounding second. He's going to third. Here's the throw. It's waylaid. He slides and he's safe. And Michael Tucker has driven in the second run of the game for the Atlanta Braves here in the bottom of the 8th, and they lead it 2-0. Well, he ain't never been with a team long enough for his boots to get old. But he's gained rock star status now as he stands on third base, hands on hips, huffing and puffing at the Jolly Blue Giants. The Michael Tucker Band. 2 down for Jeff Blauser, who's 1 for 3. And the brave faithful can sense victory. Here's the two-out pitch to Blauser's high fastball, swung on and missed. Strike three, the sixth strikeout from Melton. But the Braves come up with 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. They strand Michael Tucker at third, and after 8 full, the 97 Braves lead the 38 Giants by a score of 2-0. Coming in to pitch the ninth for the Braves will be right-handed pitcher Mark Wohlers, 2.44-9. ERA 3.52. He was 5-7 on the year, and 12 over 5. Wohlers, 27 years old, will face left-handed batting Mel Ott. Here's the pitch to Ott, blasted into right field. That one is 12 o'clock high and goodbye. Mel Ott brings the 38 Giants to within 1. Their first run of the ball game on Wohlers' first pitch. Ott crossing the plate now, and the jubilant Giants. There's a lot of action, a lot of attitude now in the dugout. Batter will be Harry Danning. Danning 1 for 3 on the day with a double. 2-1 ball game, top of the ninth. Braves lead. No outs, none on. Here's the pitch to Danning. It's a ground ball to shortstop. Blauser over to first. 1 away. 1 out. Right-handed batting. Hank Lieber steps in. He's 0 for 3 today. Grounded out all 3 times. Here's the pitch to Lieber. Swung on and missed. 2 away. 2 down. JoJo Moore, 1 for 3 today. Steps to the plate. AC Mark Wohlers. Here's the 2-out pitch to Moore. Swung on. Base hit center field. And the Giants have life with 2 outs. And JoJo Moore on first base. The batter will be right fielder Jimmy Ripple. And here is the 2-out, 1-on pitch to Ripple. A high fly ball. Lofton under it. He makes the catch, and that is the ball game. As the Atlanta Braves from 1997 move on to round 9, the final 16. Here in Atlanta, they are hopping happy. Bring on the heat. For the victorious 97 Braves, 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors, 4 left and 4 more. The 1938 New York Giants, 1 run on 7 hits. They committed no errors and 6 runners left on. Player of the game will go with John Smoltz, starting pitcher for the 97 Braves. 16 teams remaining now. Let's go over the scoreboard. Toronto Blue Jays 1984 beat Pittsburgh Pirates from 1909 4-1. Chicago White Sox of 1876 beat the Brooklyn Dodgers of 1949 3-2. The Brooklyn Dodgers of 1951 beat the New York Yankees of 1938 5-2. Cincinnati Reds from 1940 beat the Los Angeles Dodgers from 81 4-2. The New York Yankees from 1976 beat Cleveland from 1952 5-1. Cleveland from 1994 beat the Minnesota Twins from 1963 5-1. New York Yankees from 1931 beat the White Sox from 1880 6-1. Cleveland from 1965 beat the Toronto Blue Jays from 87 6-1. And we know about this one. Computer Braves 1997 versus the New York Giants 1938, the game we just played. In that series, the Braves won it 6-0, outscoring the Giants 41-14. Boston Red Sox of '03 beat the Baltimore Orioles of '79 4-3. The Expos from '81, they're still in it. They beat the '76 Reds 2-2. They beat them on points 28-27. Yeah, I know, you want a do-over. Atlanta Braves from 1993 beat the White Sox from '71 5-0. Philadelphia Athletics from 1931 beat the Pittsburgh Pirates from 1910. A sweep, 7-0. The New York Yankees from 1939 beat the Seattle Mariners from 1982, 5-2. Seattle Mariners from 1997 beat Cleveland from 1954, 4-2. And the St. Louis Cardinals from 1942 beat the Phillies from 1894, 6-1. And it still ain't